A former Vermont candidate for governor defends a giant screen, a screen that she built in her yard, claiming it protects her livestock. Ruth Dwyer says she built this 60 by 24-foot structure as a way to block the view of her new neighbor's home. Whatever's going on over there, she claims activity at the house startles and distracts her animals. However, zoning officials have fined her $200 a day, saying that screen she put up is illegal. Dwyer has so far paid $15,000. Neighbors also claim the structure is an eyesore and unwelcoming. Well, most of you with young children wouldn't want to miss your kids' birthdays, and that was the excuse for the behavior here, but it is a little more complicated than that. A Chicago man chewed his way through a seatbelt so he reportedly wouldn't miss his son's birthday party. Sounds like a good thing. Thing of it is, though, it was a squad car seatbelt. 33-year-old LaShawn Stuckey was actually arrested Monday for possession of a controlled substance and criminal damage to property. Police believe Stuckey was allegedly involved in a drug transaction and was found in possession of heroin. He is currently being held on $75,000 bail. We are following a new development out of northern Colorado, where eyewitnesses are reporting a tornado touchdown outside the town of Loveland. Authorities have issued a tornado watch in parts of Colorado as well as portions of Nebraska and Kansas. Storms in the area have reportedly dropped baseball-sized hail, and weather officials are now urging residents to stay safely indoors until this storm passes. Again, following developing news this hour out of northern Colorado, where eyewitnesses are reporting a tornado touchdown outside the town of Loveland. And again, authorities have issued a tornado watch in parts of Colorado, Nebraska, and Kansas. So if you live there or you know anyone who does, please do take note. Be safe, and we'll continue to monitor the situation and bring you those updates as we learn of them. Now to this, officials are removing the remains of an Ohio man who requested to be buried on top of his wife's grave after they discovered he beat her to death. Marvin Dallas, who died in January, wrote in his will that he would like his cremated remains buried over his wife, whom he allegedly killed back in 1993. Officials say both the city and the funeral home were not aware Dallas had been convicted of involuntary manslaughter, and they weren't aware that he spent 12 years in prison for that crime. So we use robots here at One America News. Our cameras are robots, as my director is very excited to demonstrate for you this evening. But they are nothing like the ones in this next story. Artificial intelligence experts are calling for restrictions on developing autonomous weapons. This after advancements in technology are now making it possible for scientists to create lethal robotic systems. A Berkeley professor of computer science claims the agility and speed of these developing robots will leave humans utterly defenseless. Kind of a scary thought. AI researchers, along with the Human Rights Watch, are requesting the oversight and even bans on the production of autonomous machinery. And I might have to ban it for future shows here because I was a little confused. Coming up next on One American News, we have the story on a Georgia woman who currently resides in a jail, but she's not incarcerated. She actually paid to live there. Plus, we are heading back in time to the Stone Age with a theme park featuring the Flintstones. We have the Yabba Dabba Doo details after the break. Welcome back. A Georgia woman is now the proud owner of a century-old jail. 59-year-old Maria Gosden was the sole bidder for the Meriwether County Jail, which closed down back in the mid-'80s. The $5,000 purchase is now being renovated into a home and will later be opened as a museum. The building is still configured with narrow hallways and worn prison cells. Gosden says she was drawn to the jail and hopes to preserve its simple and historical charm. If you find narrow hallways and worn prison cells charming. Personally, I am not sure I would show up if someone invited me to dinner at their jail, but to each her own, I guess.
Meet the Flintstones, they're the modern Stone Age family. From the town of Bedrock.
It is so hard for me not to sing along to that right now. Go for it if the spirit moves you. We all remember the popular animated sitcom, The Flintstones, and now you have the chance to raise your very own modern Stone Age family. Bedrock City is a theme park and campground in Arizona. It's about 30 miles south of the Grand Canyon, and it is up for sale for $2 million. The 30 acres of land comes with its very own volcano, a green brontosaurus with a tail you can slide down, and residential housing. The seller says opportunities for the land could include a casino, a resort, timeshares, and even an outlet mall. I would love to see what they sell at a Flintstones outlet mall. And I'm not judging. Modern Stone Age could be the next thing next season. It would be very fashion forward of you, in fact, to get on that right now. I'm Cassie Leuffen, and right now it is time to get on point with Tomi Lahren. Thank you so much for watching. As always, good night.